Hi everybody, it's Camelia and I'm back today with a special video. You can already tell by the title what this video is about. I can finally release this information because I'm just, sometimes you kind of have to wait a little bit because everything can't just be out in the air all at one time. So now is the time where I feel like I can finally get into this. So yes, oh my God, I'm blushing. I'm just like smiling so much. This is basically my pregnancy announcement video. I'm so just overwhelmed. I'm just I can't even get words out. It's crazy. So I'm gonna get into detail. Excuse my voice, by the way. Because I am kind of sick right now. I'm just recovering from that, so I sound a little deep and just a little scratchy. But I'm just gonna get into some detail because I know that a lot of you guys are in shock right now. For those who didn't know, you're just so yeah. All right, so we are now in October. This video is probably gonna go up probably the first week of November. I'm gonna edit this as soon as I finish recording. But basically, I found out that I was pregnant in June. Yeah. I literally have to look at my calendar to remember certain things because my brain is so just fuzzy. Okay. So it all started, I guess you could say. I took an at-home pregnancy test because one morning I just wasn't, I don't know. Okay, so basically from the night before, I had a pulsing in the side of my stomach. It was just like a pulsing feeling, and I was just thinking to myself what is that? Do people usually feel their heartbeats in their abdomen? I don't know, in their abdomen. I was this is it was doing I wish I could explain it to you guys. But my ladies who have been pregnant before, or are pregnant right now, you know exactly what I'm talking about. But I took my boyfriend's hand and I was just do you feel this? And he was don't mean to tell me that's a baby in there. So I was don't joke like that. Because in my mind, I was just no, it's not. I don't know, maybe it's just gas. It feels like a gas bubble. Maybe I just need to go to bed. So I was let me go to sleep. And I even TMI, but I passed gas a few times and I was just oh, okay, maybe I just needed to drink tea or something. Maybe it's because I haven't eaten in a few hours. I don't know what. It's a gas bubble and it's just so, and I kept passing gas. So I was just okay, I feel better. But then in the morning when I woke up, something I don't know, I remember it was a Monday morning and I just went this and I was just my boobs are finally growing, because I've always been the type of person that just they're so small, when are they gonna grow? This is not womanly, blah blah blah. All my small boobs women, y'all know what I'm talking about. So I was just yay, they're sorry. Yeah, so I'm just oh my gosh, who's, it was kind of just a whose boobs are these? But then, so basically I was gaining weight. I was in the process of gaining weight because I don't know if you had seen my last video that I had posted, which was from a long time ago. And then also if you look back and you see other videos, I've always been on this on and off weight gain journey. And I started out, I told you guys that I had gotten really sick sometime around last year, in 2018, in somewhere around July. And I think that I just wasn't eating and I lost my appetite. So after that, I was 100 pounds. And people saw that I lost weight because they were just why do you look so small? And I'm already skinny. You guys who know me personally, you guys know that I'm already slim. So when people were just why you look so skinny? You're not eating? And I'm just I need to gain this weight back. And I started, my PCP sent me to a dietitian. And I started to gain the weight back. A lot of my friends saw that girl, you putting on. I went from 100 pounds to 123 pounds by the time my birthday rolled around. And that was just off of eating a lot. And I had also started using appetite stimulant. I started taking a Petermin from time to time. And then my dietitian basically was like, okay, now you can work out and start to wean yourself off of the Petermin and just stick to a regular diet now. So my legs were getting thicker. My butt has always, y'all know me, I've always been like a 1, but I always had a back here. But it was basically just getting bigger. My thighs were getting bigger. My face was getting fatter. So I was gaining weight. So when I noticed that my boobs were like that, I was just like, oh, I guess this is coming along with the weight gain. But then I thought about it and I said, my period not coming. So let me just, you just have gut feelings. You just have instincts. You just have certain feelings inside you to do certain things. So it's not like, oh, let me just take this pregnancy test for the fun of it. It's like, I felt the pulsing last night. These boobs feels like someone else's boobs, you know, period. I don't think you're coming. Let me take a pregnancy test. And so that's what I did. And you know, it says like you have to wait 3 minutes, and I didn't have to wait 3 minutes. It just shot to positive. Those 2 red lines popped up so fast. And what I did was like, I basically went and I got a cup and I went to the bathroom early in the morning. Peed in the cup, then I dipped the test in the cup because I didn't want to like pee on it in the toilet and get my urine on my hands, even though it's my own. Like, so, and then afterwards I just took it and I came back by my bed, and I think I started like scrolling on my phone. Then when I looked again and it was in under a minute, I was just like, this thing said positive. That must be expired. Let me take another one. Same thing happened. So I was like, okay, I need confirmation. Like, I need confirmation about this. I need clinical confirmation. But you see, you can't just go to the doctor on a random day as a walk-in, you know, because it's kind of like you need an appointment to be seen. And it's like, I don't want to also waste a visit trying to, you know, bill my insurance for something that it's. So I was like, I need to just go to a clinic where I could just go specifically for pregnancy testing to just confirm it. I just needed it to be clinically confirmed and not these little cheap little tests. That's how I saw this. So basically, I remember that it was raining that day. Like, I hopped in the shower, I got dressed, I got my umbrella, and I went to Planned Parenthood because I know that they do free pregnancy testing. They do free UPTs there. So, and I know it doesn't take long, I think. Like, yeah. So anyway, went downtown, went there. They just, you know, you sign in or whatever. They give you the cup, you pee in the cup. They send it, they test it one time for you, and then they just tell you your result. Now, I sat in the waiting room just waiting for a little while, and I was just like, I just need to know. I just need to know, like, clinically, like, you know, is like there's a surge in my LH, you know, like what. So then they call my name and I go in the room now, and she's like, yeah, so, and mind you, like what I'm about to say, and I had to write this down, like, because my memory is going, not to say it's going, but like I had to write this down because I was like, I want to remember this. I went in the room and I was sitting there because they called my name, and she was like, okay, so, you know, we're gonna go make you an appointment, you know, because I know you already know what your options are. So I was like, excuse me, huh? Why am I making an appointment? Like, I'm thinking she's thinking that I'm done, or I don't know. So she was like, you already know your results, right? So I was just like, no, nobody told me anything yet. Like, she was like, oh, it's positive. So yeah, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, what day's good for you? And I'm just here like, for what? Like, why do I have to come back? Aren't y'all just giving me like the result of my, you know, what I came in for, and that's it? Like, that's all I came, that's all I wanted. And she was like, well, we don't do walk-ins, and you need to talk to financial after to see if you qualify for insurance coverage for termination. And in my mind, I'm like, did I ask you that? Like, did I ask you that? So she's like, you know, have you made your decision? And she's like, type it on the computer or whatever. So I'm like, I didn't even tell the father yet, lady. I just came down here to find out clinically because I took some tests at home and sometimes they be kind of wonky, you know? So in my mind, I'm thinking to myself, like, I don't understand what this appointment is for. Like, what is wrong with these people? So then she was like, well, you could still book the appointment and talk to financial. And if you decide that you don't want to keep the appointment, then you could always reschedule or cancel or whatever. So I'm like, well, what do you guys do at this appointment? So then she was like, they do an ultrasound, you know, to actually check and make sure that there is, in fact, a baby there. Because I guess people could have like a LH surge for different reasons. You know what I mean? Other than pregnancy. I would definitely have to look into that. But you can actually physically see in an ultrasound if there's a baby there, because you're going to see the yolk sac. You're going to see the embryo. So that's, I think, like the best confirmation, like type of testing. And I figured, well, why don't you guys just do that? And she was basically telling me that I would have to make an appointment with them, like an abortion appointment with them, to have an ultrasound, to actually see and prove like there is a child there, like you are pregnant. So I was like, oh, okay. So I took the appointment. You know, I was like, I don't mind going and talking to these people or whatever, but I was like, I'm not taking the appointment for the sake of that, because I don't believe in that. Those are not my intentions whatsoever. But to have an ultrasound and y'all are doing this for free? Okay. I mean, I didn't say this to her, but in my mind, like, you know, I just moved smart and I was like, okay, give me the date. And so, you know, I took it and went back. And they did an ultrasound and they told me exactly how far along I was. I was almost 6 weeks. And I asked the ultrasound tech, because I heard, you know, and not only that, but I also felt the pulsing in in the side of my stomach. But then also through the machine, I could hear like the waves, like those whoosh, whoosh. So I said to her, like, oh, you know, are you picking up the heart rate? Like, is that the heartbeat? Oh, I just shook the camera. And she said to me, oh, no, there's no heartbeat. She was like, it's too, what did she say? She said something like it was too soon, or it was too small, or too early or something for a heartbeat. I looked at this woman and in my mind I was like, this is what you guys tell these girls and them to convince them to have abortions? It already has a heart chamber. There's already a heartbeat there. And you think that as I'm as young as I am, I must be stupid. You're telling me my child doesn't have a heartbeat yet. And it actually does, because I can hear it and I can feel it. And if you do your research and you realize that around 6 weeks, between 6 and 7 weeks, the 2 heart chambers already start forming and there's already blood pumping. I'm not going to go into depth about, like, you know, the whole debate about, you know, when people feel like what is life and when it begins and all that stuff. But like, yo, these places, and one thing I also learned about that place, which I never knew, is that they don't do like, I don't know why they call themselves Planned Parenthood, because they're not like a helpful place for people who are young or want to be parents or want to plan themselves becoming parents or whatever it is. They have no prenatal care service. They're an abortion clinic and that's it. Because I asked them, I said, do you guys have any type of services other than this? And they said no. That's all they do. They're just there to, you know, have counseling for people who want to have abortions or need to have abortions. Like if maybe your pregnancy is ectopic or it needs to come out or something, or whether you're not financially stable. But their main goal is not to convince you to get an abortion, but that's what they do and that's how they make their money. So I was very uncomfortable and I was just like, I only came there for basically free confirmation where I wouldn't have to use my health insurance and I wouldn't have to pay any co-pays or bills or nothing like that. You know, I know my body and I already know what's up with me, but I thought that it was absolutely crazy for an ultrasound tech to try to tell me that there was no heartbeat. She said, and that the heart doesn't form yet. And it's like, you're a medical professional. I'm a medical professional. You're a medical professional. And you're telling me that I don't know how much other females they try to convince of this. You know, I thought that was absolutely crazy. So, but that's not my cup of tea. I would never go back there or anything like that. Like, but I got my confirmation. I got my, ultrasound photos, and I was just like, I'm pregnant. So after that, I know the next thing I need to do, I need to go to my doctor, right? I need to go, you know, get checked up, and have a follow-up and stuff like that. So, and, you know, start prenatal care. So I did that. I had the next ultrasound, I think at, almost 11 weeks. Yeah. And then I also did the sneak peek blood test because I wanted to find out the gender. I don't know. I'm just like, not to say nosy. I mean, it's me. It's my business. It's my baby. But like, I was just so curious. I'm just like, oh my God, is this a boy? Is it a girl? Is it a boy? Is it a girl? What do I have inside of me? And a part of me was still kind of also just scared because I'm like, I've never gone through this before, but I have to, and I want to, and I'm a woman, and this is what I'm made for, and this is what's happening, and that's just it. That's just that. So one good thing is I was still feeling good, you know, but then I want to say around week 7, yeah, so really not that long after, I started to get nauseous, and I wasn't vomiting, but I would just get really nauseous, and I did not want to eat any food. I didn't want to eat any food. All I wanted to do was just have spicy stuff. I was just eating hot wings because one day I went to Checkers. I think it was like, it was 4th of July, I think it was. I was with my cousin, we went to Checkers and I had some hot wings and I ate that and I felt so good. That's all I wanted was the hot wings at Checkers. And every day, like 3 times a day, I was going to Checkers and getting hot wings, or going to like the Chinese food and getting like spicy wings, fried chicken, buffalo wings, any store, any place that had buffalo hot wings. That's all. And I just was eating just a plate of chicken. Just a plate of chicken with a bunch of hot sauce on it. I was drinking hot sauce. I was eating the hot sauce packets. I didn't want no rice. I didn't want no beans. I didn't want no nothing. No potato. I didn't want anything. All I wanted was hot sauce. Hot wings. Chicken wings covered with buffalo hot sauce and whatever. Oh, and like pizza from time to time. And then one thing that I noticed was because I wasn't eating, because all I'm eating is hot wings, like I wasn't eating everything that I needed to be eating. You know what I mean? Like real good food and fruits and vegetables and like good stuff. I was just eating the hot wings. And then I think when I tried to, I went on a boat ride and I tried to eat a plate of food. I had some fruits and then I had the plate of food. And not to say the boat made me seasick, but like I think I just said to myself like, nah, this is not good. You have to eat food. I literally, as soon as the boat ride was finished, they were having like an after party after. I was like, I'm not going to that. I ain't going to that. Came right home and that was the first time that I actually threw up. And I was just like, oh, okay. I don't like food right now. So I was like, why doesn't my, I don't know, but I did not, I was going to say, why doesn't my child like food? But that's what I wanted. So that's like the first crazy, I guess you could say, craving that I had. I should spit this gum out. Was chicken hot sauce, hot wings with hot sauce all over it, or just hot sauce or whatever. But then I think that's also because like, you know, like spicy things suppresses like nausea, like it kind of, It also suppresses hunger. If you're hungry, you might want to just like, you know, have something salty or spicy, and it kind of controls that for the time being. So that could be a reason why that was one of the only things that not even one of the only things, that was the only thing that I wanted to eat. Which I had told the doctor, and she gave me something for it, like a medication to take that was safe for pregnancy, because you know we can't take any medication when we're pregnant. That did not help me. It didn't help me at all. And I had actually picked up another job over the summer because school was out. So I was working 2 jobs just because I wanted to, and because I wanted the extra money. And so now I was kind of like, oh, plus I do need extra money, you know, and it's better to try to make it now than later, especially while I was still early on. I was in my first trimester. But as the nausea continued, and then I actually started vomiting like at work. So I quit the second job and decided to just stay home a little bit when I was feeling, you know, not so good. Because, I mean, that's all you really can do. It's physically exhausting, and it definitely takes a toll on your body, and it makes you feel different, and it does make you very, very sick in the beginning for some people. Thankfully, I don't have any morning sickness anymore. I'm in my second trimester, so like all of that is gone. Thank God, because I didn't like it. I really didn't like it. It didn't really last long. Like I said, I started getting nauseous around like 7 weeks or so, 7 to 8 weeks. And by, I want to say week 11 or 12, it started to decrease. What else? Basically, like in the first trimester with the nausea and the only eating chicken wings and not eating real food, I actually lost a lot of weight. I told you guys, I got up to 123 pounds pre-pregnancy. I was like on a weight gain journey. Like, yes, people are like, yes, girl, you getting thick. I see you. And I was like, yes, yes, packing on the meat. It's coming along. And so, not eating and kind of just being really tired and stuff like that, and not moving around. Like I ended up, but then I was still moving around because I told you guys I was working 2 jobs. Yeah, pre-pregnancy is about 123, so not eating and stuff like that, and then working 2 jobs, so I'm kind of going back and forth a lot. I lost weight. I went down to about 103 to like, it was like fluctuating like 103, 104, which is almost 20 pounds lost. And that was basically all the weight that I had gained in like trying to actually pack weight on and succeeding and keeping that. So being, you know, having the morning sickness made me lose that. So now I definitely gained all of that back and then some, because I'm in my second trimester. The nausea has stopped. My energy levels are up again, but of course I do have to rest and come off of my feet a little bit, because I'm growing a human inside of me. I'm getting bigger. But I'm eating more, and I'm eating everything, and I'm hungry like all day. I eat a meal and I feel like I didn't even eat anything, and I just want to eat again. Like I'm not somebody that goes back for seconds, but here I am having dinner and then getting a second plate of food and eating again like within 30 to 45 minutes after eating. It's absolutely ridiculous. I'm just here like, oh. I turned into a food monster. This is crazy. So I'm currently weighing 129, which is basically, I've never been close to 130 pounds in my life. Of course, again, it's baby weight, you know, because to me, I'm looking at it like, okay, I basically gained the 20 pounds back that I lost, and then almost 10 pounds more, almost. So, but of course, it's in the baby. So, I just keep on like, there's just a huge, big, corny, cheesy smile on my face, because this is the most beautiful thing that I've ever experienced in my life. Having like life inside of me, roaming around, feeling the poking and the kicking and just everything. I mean, even sometimes when I'm trying to sleep, I'm just like, all right, come on, like stop now, let me sleep. And then at the same time, I'm like, I'm glad that I could feel you, and I love you so much. It's crazy, you know. So I'm very, very happy. Like, and other things are just going good too. Like I got an internship that I really wanted. I have my job. I love my coworkers. I love my friends. I love my family. I'm just like, I'm up and down. I'm doing so much. I'm losing my head trying to make sure that like I'm prepared for certain stuff, because I mean, baby's coming, like, and I am kind of exerting myself a little bit too much. I started to get some pain, some pelvic pain. It's actually round ligament pain. And that happens, but that just happens from like walking up and down a lot. So I definitely need to like come off my feet, but I'm not ready yet to do that. I'm somebody that's just always up and down, and I do so much. You guys know I do radio. You guys know I work at the hospital. You guys know, like I do so much that it's like I don't have time to take a break. But then I have to remember I do need to catch myself. I do need to take a breather, especially for my child. So I'm not gonna do a gender reveal. I told you guys I knew the sex of my baby from when did I find out? I found out at 9 or 10 weeks, somewhere around there. And so I've known for the past 4 months, because I'm 6 months right now. So yeah, I'm not gonna do a gender reveal. I feel like they're very pointless. It's cute, but it's pointless, in my opinion. I mean, if you want to have a get-together and just sit down and find out together and just be like, woohoo, like, what do you think it is? What do you think it is? And like make a bet or something, great. But like to do the whole big decorations, balloons, cake party type of thing is a waste of money in my book. So I won't be doing that. But for now, I just feel like keeping you guys waiting on what it is. Some of my family and friends already know. But for the rest of y'all just gonna have to wait and find out. And you can actually comment down below, because some people can tell. They say they can tell just based off of looking at you and looking at your stomach. They can tell if you're having a boy or if you're having a girl. So let's make that a little game for us here. And you can comment down below if you think I'm having a boy, and if you think that I'm having a girl, by whether you're looking at my face or you're looking at my stomach. I'm gonna show you guys right now. Let me stand up. Ugh. Okay, so I probably need to lower the camera. Should I do that? Or I'll just stand back. Okay, so belly button fully focused. I'm gonna turn to the side. Okay, this is the side here, and this is the other side of me here. So that's me. Okay, you guys let me know what you guys think that I'm having. If you think I'm having a boy or if you think I'm having a girl. And and let me know why. I want to know like what your I guess little scientific factor is in determining what's the reason why you think I'm having a girl, or what's the reason why you think I'm having a boy. And this is not for people that already know what I'm having, because it's you already know. Okay, so that is my big announcement. That's my big secret that I have that a lot of people did not know about, but I'm putting it out there now. Okay, Camelia is pregnant. Okay, and I'm super happy and I can't wait.